The atmosphere is already at 402 parts per million. And our former NASA climate scientist, Jim Hansen, says the safe level is 350, lower. So it looks like we'll have to take carbon out of the atmosphere. Do you see feasible ways of doing that?
So this is a question that I often get where people say, well, this is the safe level. And I'm going to say something a little bit different. I'm going to say there is no specific safe level. And it's a little scary to say there is, because if you say, okay, for example, the Paris Agreement says we want to limit warming to 2 degrees. So does that mean if we're at 1.999 degrees, we're totally 100% fine? But if we're at 2.001 degree, we are all screwed? No. If we get to 359, but we don't get to 350, does that mean it's all over? No. The way I think about it is there a magic number of cigarettes you can smoke without getting lung cancer? Well, there is. It's 0. But we've already passed that. We have been smoking since the 1700s. That means that a certain amount of damage has already occurred, and a certain amount of additional damage is inevitable. But we don't have lung cancer yet. We have a bit of a nasty cough starting, but we do not have lung cancer. So when is the best time to stop? Now, if not now, as soon as possible. And the quicker we stop, the less carbon we produce, and the more of it we can take out of the atmosphere, the less impacts we're going to see. Our choices make a huge difference. I look personally at the difference it makes to Texas if we continue on our current pathway smoking a pack of cigarettes a day, or if we wean ourselves off cigarettes and transition to clean sources of energy. There is all the difference in the world for Texas. There is all the difference between being able to cope with and adapt to the changes versus not. That's a big difference. The lower we go, though, the better off we are. And so that's why, as in the question you asked, it isn't enough just to stop putting all this stuff into the atmosphere. It'd be really great if we could figure out smart ways to get it back out. What are some smart ways to get it back out? Tree planting. Yeah, planting trees takes carbon out of the atmosphere. Burning agricultural waste and plowing it back into the ground fertilizes the ground and takes carbon out of the atmosphere. Growing algae. Algae takes carbon out of the atmosphere. You can turn algae into biofuel, and you can run regular airplanes, regular commercial airline flights off algae biofuel without any modifications to the engine. That's the type of plane I want to fly on. United Airlines is already running biofuel flights out of LA. In Oslo, they're refueling normal planes with biofuel already. There are all kinds of cool things that we can do to present, again, a better picture of the future. Wouldn't you like to be flying in a plane powered by algae? Yeah, with no regrets whatsoever, 0 carbon footprint? Yes, I would love to do that. Join me, hopefully in the future.